I think it's clear that we're entering Act Two of what might be a many-part drama, because what's evident now is that the global recession of 2008 and 9 was really just the beginning of a fairly prolonged crisis. I think the second thing that's very important to note is that even Act 2, that is the current phase we're in, is very much a financial crisis. It is not a crisis of sovereign debt, even though that's how it's presented. It is a crisis that is driven by the fact that various financial markets, particularly now bond markets, are actually driving a situation of calamity and chaos, even where it's not strictly necessary. So the first lesson is that we really have to control finance. We have to bring in much stricter regulation that allows countries to weather temporary economic shocks and allows governments to engage in countercyclical fiscal policy in a meaningful way. In developing countries, we are already being hit by this second round of the crisis. We are already experiencing very volatile capital flows, dramatic movements in our stock markets, and significant decline or stagnation in exports. It's already clear to us that we are going to actually experience a potential devastation in many of the factors that have driven our growth process. I think it's unrealistic to expect East Asia or Asia in general to substitute for the North, for Europe and the United States, if they do become drags on the global economy. So we really have to anticipate a very, very severe global crisis in the near future. The G20 ought to be playing a much more constructive role than it's playing at present. There are at least 3 areas where it must be much more active. The first is in the regulation of finance, which has so far been halting, tentative, and completely inadequate to deal with the situation. We have a world that is awash with liquidity because the crisis is being dealt with through monetary easing. And yet we are providing this liquidity without regulating finance adequately. And that means that we are giving ourselves the huge opportunity to be completely laid waste by destabilizing flows of finance capital. We must have much more stringent regulation of capital, separation of bank functions from all other financial investment functions, control over the commodities markets to prevent these very dramatic and volatile changes in their prices, and encourage governments to engage in much more active fiscal policy with positive employment implications.